Man, we have got a lot of stuff to do tonight. And you know what? There's even more stuff that came out today that I didn't even realize I was getting or remember that I was getting, and my reps forgot to tell me. So we've got all kinds of other stuff that came out today too, like Leaf in the Game U Sports and Leaf Best Basketball and Super Break One of One the Bar for baseball. Yeah, so all that stuff showed up today too. So, you know what that means. We're going to have to do that next week because, yeah, well, I list 5 days ahead and I didn't know it was coming. So, what was already a big week is now going to be a really big week of stuff. Before we get started tonight, we got a ton of stuff to rip. Before we get started with it, let's try to speed through some information here. So the first thing you see there is just a note that my feedback is completely automated on eBay. That's really just to make it instantaneous for you guys. You never have to wait on me in that case. As soon as you leave positive feedback for me, you should instantly get it in return. And second, and most important, thank you for being here tonight and for bidding with me, breaking with me. I'm hopefully somebody will jump into chat along the way tonight as well, but for hanging out with me and joining the break, I appreciate you being here, so thank you for that. What we're looking at right now is a list of things that are already listed on eBay. These are the breaks that are coming up over the next 5 days. So tomorrow night we've got an autographed New Era baseball cap and another case of certified football. On Friday we'll open more Elements football. We'll open the back half of the Topps Chrome baseball case that we're going to start tonight. We'll finish on Friday. Saturday is a full-size football helmet, a half case of Leaf autographed football jerseys, a third case of Element, another Gold Rush baseball jersey, another case of the Onyx Preferred Players autographed baseballs, the National Edition, which is the new checklist, of course, a second case of Immaculate Baseball. On Sunday, note that we're going to start at 9:45 instead of 10. It's not much different, but I usually like to put it in there just, because we're so often at 10 to let you know it's going to be at 9:45. We'll open an autographed batting helmet, a half case of Gold Standard football, and a full case of Topps Chrome on Sunday night, full 12-box case. On Monday night, we will open an autographed basketball jersey, another half case of Leaf autographed football jerseys, another case of the Onyx Preferred Players autographed baseballs, a third case of Immaculate Baseball, and a fifth case of Certified. Then, of course, by the time we get to Tuesday, we've got all that other stuff I talked about a minute ago. We've got to cycle in. Leaf in the Game, U Sports, Leaf Best Basketball, all that stuff look to start showing up probably around Tuesday. What we're looking at right now, these breaks tonight are all paid shipping breaks. So they all have the same projected shipping date, which is Monday the 6th, okay? So I'm going to try, guys, to get this out to you sooner than Monday, but it's a lot of stuff breaking tonight. And there's, of course, a lot of stuff already that needs to ship this week. So I'm going to project Monday, and if I can get it out to you faster, I certainly will do so. This is also the order that we're breaking in tonight. So it's going to be Elements Football first, Noir Basketball second. Immaculate Baseball will be our third break, and we'll finish up the night with Topps Chrome. I guess really in the first three, Elements, Noir, and Immaculate, if you could possibly have a team that doesn't get pulled in one of those breaks. If that happens, your consolation card or cards that you're due will ship with the rest of the break, since those are all paid shipping breaks. So you don't have to worry about the, waiting for the next package to ship kind of deal. But if you do have other consolation cards that are pending, I track that stuff for rolling 90 days. It would, of course, jump in the package and ship out with this stuff as well. So first up tonight is a 12-box case of 2018 Panini Elements football, and it ended tonight. Everything we're breaking tonight came out today, was released today. It ended on eBay tonight, and we're breaking it tonight, Wednesday night, August the 1st. Team names are on the left, and of course our winning bidders are across from it there on the right-hand side. And if you're not in this particular break, you'll get a chance, of course, to see your name up there when we do get to your product. Most of this stuff tonight, even though they're full cases, which I know sounds like a lot, most of the stuff up until we get to Chrome doesn't really have a whole lot of cards per box. So, you know, it's going to take us a little bit of time, but it's probably not going to take as much time as you think. So if you're in one of the later breaks, yeah, you've got a little bit of time, but don't, you know, wander off too far. And the last thing is, of course, I did just take autofocus off, and it does make the background go out of focus a little bit, but that's by design, so no worries there. And now I can take a look at chat. So I see that we have Ja is here from Ontario. Greg is in here. He said you saw an Elements case Barkley to 25 hit already today in another break, and an Immaculate 1 of 1. I don't know the player on that one. Oh, of Ohtani 25 autographed jersey out of Immaculate Baseball. So you've been watching some good breaks today, Greg, or are those yours? Did you pull those today for yourself, or you saw them in another break? Dustin, I did see your message. I answered that. I answered that in eBay messages. Did you not see my reply on that? Hopefully you did. If not, it should be in there. So Elements, as you can see, of course, is 1 pack per box. We're going to get all the packs out of here first. Each pack has 4 cards in it. Of those 4 cards, we're going to have 2 that will be autographed, 1 that will be a memorabilia card, and 1 that will be a base card. The memorabilia card, if I'm remembering this correctly, is going to be framed. Our autographs, 1 should be a metal card. The other one can be either entrapped acetate or entrapped metal, I think. And our base card, I'm not sure if our base card's metal or what. Yeah, Dustin, let me know if that's not in there. I mean, it should be there, although honestly, I sometimes wonder if eBay delivers those messages in a timely manner. But it should be there. I don't think I got it without hitting send or anything stupid like that, but I guess I could have. I mean, you never know. Hi, Fishman. What's happening with you? You did get it. Okay, awesome. Awesome, awesome. It's always a good idea to check, and that way we can make sure that we're all on the same page, because you know it can be very hectic in the space between the time that auctions end and the breaks start, especially on a night like tonight where we have so many things breaking. And it all ended later than normal because of my little problem with my listing software a couple of days last week that was super, super slow for some reason. And so it was taking like twice as long to list a break and all that jazz. But anyway. Mike is in the house. Hi, Mike Wilkinson. How are you? So, oh, Greg, you like the metal and the acetate, the entrapped metal and acetate cards? Yeah, those are nice. It's basically what that means, if you don't know this already, is that the player would have signed a slab of metal or a piece of acetate, and then they put that inside the card. It slides inside the card. So it's hard signed. It's not a sticker, but it's not exactly as though they signed it on the face of the card. Does that make sense? You know what I mean? Not really, probably, but anyway. I know what I'm trying to say. I don't think I'm doing a very good job saying it. So. Okay, so we have a Ray Lewis numbered to 25. This is our base card. You can see this comes out in plastic, so that's why it looks a little dull. But obviously, you know, we want to keep those metal cards nice, so that is why Panini puts them in there that way. And I'm going to leave them that way. You're gonna get it without my hands being on it. So there we go. John Paul Evans, how have you been? I haven't seen you in forever in here. What's been happening, John Paul? Radioactive Rookie, Baker Mayfield. That is our framed relic. Once again, we should be finding one of those per case. Sometimes the frames are going to be a little dented, dinged, you know, have little finished chips on them or other signs of this, that, or the other. So just kind of keep that in mind, that oftentimes those frames are not 100% perfect. Hayden Hurst and the Ravens. And Hayden Hurst is numbered to 125. And of course, that is an example of the entrapped metal card that we were talking about before. So it's hard signed on that slab of metal, which has then been inserted into that card. Jim Zorn for the Seattle Seahawks. There's a little Hall of Famer blast from the past for you, numbered to 199 on our metal signature card. Fishman, you said you got killed with Auction Sniper, but you did end up with the Oakland A's. In Immaculate or in Topps Chrome? Which one are we putting out in the universe for you? And then we have Cam Newton as our base card. That is numbered to 25 for the Panthers. Our framed relic is Sony Michel and the Patriots. That's a nice one. Numbered to 95. Ronald Jones II, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, is one of our signatures. And it is, of course, on entrapped metal, numbered to 125. And then we've got a redemption, and you know I'm going to leave it face down until the end of the break because I'm kind of mean that way. You've been having all kinds of fun. You cut down the breaks for a bit. Oh, but you're looking for Reggie tonight in Noir. Okay, we'll see if we can't make that happen. We're going to try really hard. Antonio Brown is our base card. That's to 75. Of course, all those base cards are metal. If I did not say that earlier, I think I did, but in case I didn't, they are. This is numbered to 125. It's Jaleel Scott for the Raiders, or the Ravens. So the Ravens have got a couple of hits out tonight already. Royce Freeman heading your way if you have the Broncos. That is numbered to 125 in entrapped metal. And Nyheim Hines, numbered to 199, is your metal signature for the Colts. And I'm wondering, I guess they don't. I was just looking to see if the metal cards that had been signed, if they had left like the plastic coating on the back or anything. I can't really tell. I'm not going to mess with it and try to find out, but I can't really tell offhand if it is or not. So Fishman, you're wanting the A's and Topps Chrome. So we have to remember and work that mojo for you again when we get up to Topps Chrome. So we don't waste it in the meantime. There's David Johnson to 25 for the Cardinals as our base card. Our framed relic, Cortland Sutton. Radioactive rookies for the Broncos. And that is numbered to, what does that say up there? 99. James Washington coming out for my Pittsburgh Steelers. Yes, Steelers. We like it. That one is a little higher numbered. It's to 350 on James Washington. Another redemption goes in our stack over there. Pair of them now. Greg, you've got the Colts in here. So you just hit Nyheim Hines then, right? Jordan Howard to 10, base card for the Bears. And then our framed relic is Kerryon Johnson for the Lions, numbered to 125. Which reminds me, we didn't look at what Baker Mayfield was numbered, or you might have. I just didn't read it out. It's to 99. That's the first one we saw earlier, obviously. Darius Geis for the Redskins. Darius Geis is a little lower numbered. That is to 99. There's the downside to the entrapped cards. You see where he signed on the piece of metal where it's inserted in the card. Part of the signature kind of like starts to hide under the edge of the card, and that's just because he didn't sign it right in the middle. So that's the only downside to that type of signature. Here is a nice DJ Chark for the Jacksonville Jags, numbered to 199. So I have to tell you, I'm a fan of this product already. I like Elements. I thought I was going to like it, but you never know until you hold it in your hand and see it in person. Yeah, I like it. This is Brett Favre to 50 on our metal base card, and I accidentally stacked our hit over there with the base card. Whoops. Oh, Colts, Greg, look what you're about to get. This is so cool, man. This is Johnny Unitas and Peyton Manning combo relic numbered to 10. That framed, of course. All the relics in here are framed. What is my computer screen doing over there? Sorry. Keeps trying to time out on me. That is pretty sweet for the Colts. Here comes a Jaylen Samuels as the Steelers continue plugging along. This one is numbered to 350 as well. So you had the James Washington a moment ago with the Steelers, and now you're adding Jaylen Samuels to it. Dante Pettis for the 49ers. That, of course, is our metal signature. And what it is, I forgot to look what it was numbered to, 199. Okay, we have next up, Jared Goff is our metal base card, numbered to 75 for the Rams. Our relic, framed relic, is for Josh Rosen and the AZ Cardinals to 99. Got a little bit of a thread in there with your relic as well. A little bonus thread comes with your relic. This is loose in here, okay? I can tell you that right now. The entrapped whatever it is rolling around inside that card. Marquez Valdez Scantling for the Packers. It is numbered to 350. And, I mean, it's moving in there. It really probably shouldn't be, but it is kind of internally moving. You can hear it and feel it. But I don't think it's going to go anywhere, but just FYI, that's what's happening with it. Doug Baldwin and the Seahawks, numbered to 10. There's a nice low number hit for the Seahawks with an on-card metal autograph. So what do you guys think of this product so far? You know I like it. You like it? Are you having fun with it? Do you like the way it's set up? I like the metal cards in particular. I think that's a nice touch. Number to 75, it's Andrew Luck. We have a dual relic for the Bears, Jordan Howard and Matt Forte. Oh, look at that. That's numbered to 25, but those are two sweet-looking relics. They're actually more interesting relics than the Colts, which were numbered lower, but of course the Colts had the Johnny Unitas on there, so, you know, it's not exactly like every day you're pulling a Johnny Unitas relic, so. Oh, Ethan does not like this product. Okay, well, all right, so Ethan is not a fan. Traquan Smith coming out for the Saints, and that is numbered to 125. What do you not like about it, just out of curiosity, Ethan? I mean, I think it's a very nicely done product, but there's something definitely that you don't like about it. It's numbered to 199. There is another James Washington, this on-card metal. Greg, you like it? Well, you've had some good hits in here too. That always makes us like things better when we hit on it, or it does me anyway. This is Metal Moments for the Patriots. That is Tom Brady, numbered to 50. We have a relic for the 49ers. It's Dante Pettis. Dante is numbered to 99. You got a little two-color relic in there. Oh, the Ellerbrocks just don't like football. Okay, I gotcha. So you're just all about, you just don't like it because it's football. I understand. Here is Jameis Winston, and that is a neon signature to 5. So there's your entrapped acetate signature, and nice low number to 5 with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Next out, we have Rashad Matthews for the Titans. On card metal, and it is numbered to 199. And then we have Joe Flacco for the Ravens to 25, our metal base card. Framed relic for the Colts, Nyheim Hines, Colts to 99. So Greg, your Colts are doing quite well tonight in this break so far. Here comes Ito Smith and the Falcons. Ito hasn't come out in a lot of products this year, not in any kind of quantity, so that's kind of a cool hit for the Falcons to 350. Morton Anderson, there's a throwback sig for you, numbered to 199 for the Saints. That's the one we opened. We've got 2 left to go. And of course, we will have to check out, you see there's another one. We'll have to check out our redemptions before we finish up tonight as well. And then just if you tuned in late, this is Elements. Following this will be Noir Basketball, then Immaculate Baseball, then Topps Chrome Baseball. That's the order we're going in tonight. Odell Beckham Jr. to 75, base metal for the Giants. DJ Chark, framed relic for the Jags, numbered to 50. It's a very nice 4-color relic, big swatch there, lots of seams and other interesting things to look at. A second Hayden Hurst. We pulled one out of this break towards the front, and here he is again. He is numbered to 299 on that one. One left. We've got a last box mojo coming out. Ezekiel Elliott for the Cowboys to 75, metal base. And then we have Mike Gesicki, numbered to 125 as our framed relic. Signature coming out for the Patriots is Sony Michel. That's a nice one to hit. And Sony is numbered to 299. Last but not least, Marquez Valdez-Scantling for the Packers. And it is to 199. Now, of course, we've got our 3 redemptions there that we're going to look up here in a moment before we do our recap. And when we recap, we're not going to go through and look at the backs of everything again, read the numbers off and all that, because, of course, we did that going through the first time. But I will do one more quick little blow through for anybody who missed part of the break or whatever the case may be. We won't look at the metal base again, just our hits. So here we have Tyreek Hill steel signature. So that's going to be the Kansas City Chiefs. And then we have Lawrence Taylor steel signatures, a little LT for the Giants. And Matt Ryan, nice, for the Falcons steel signature. Very nice. Okay, so let's go to the checklist and verify all of those real quickly, and then we will recap. Let me get us on the right page and bring you along with here. I didn't bring you to the right page, did I? Now I did. Now you're seeing the same thing I'm seeing. So let me get where we need to be for our checklist to look this up and verify and find out what all these are going to be. Numbered to steel signatures. Come on down. Matt Ryan, card number 16. So these are mostly very low numbered to 10. So the Matt Ryan to 10 for the Falcons is an excellent hit. That's fantastic, really. Then card number 87 is Tyreek Hill. It's going to be the Kansas City Chiefs. Let's find out what he's numbered to. 150 for Tyreek Hill and Kansas City. And card number 39 is our Lawrence Taylor. Let's run back up here and grab that for the Giants to 25. So out of our 3 redemptions, 2 of them very low numbered, 1 a little higher, but all 3 are excellent hits. Okay, so let's recap. Lawrence Taylor redemption for the Giants to 25. A redemption for the Kansas City Chiefs to 150 with Tyreek Hill. A Matt Ryan redemption for the Falcons to 10, which is really kind of an awesome hit. Moving on down the line, here are the rest of our hits. We have the Packers, the Patriots, Saints. That is the Titans. I had to think about that a minute. The Buccaneers, the Steelers, and the Saints. Once again, this is just kind of the quick recap. If you want to see the detail, the numbering, the front and the back and all that, and, you know, you might have to rewind if you're watching the recorded version. Doug Baldwin, we will flip that because it's a very low number to 10 for the Seahawks. There's Marquez Valdez-Scantling again. There's the 49ers, the Steelers, the Jags, the Redskins with Darius Geis, another Steeler. Pulled Jalen Samuels and James Washington. Then we have the Colts, the Broncos, the Bucks, the Seahawks, and the Ravens with Hayden Hurst. Mike Gesicki and the Dolphins. There's the other Hayden Hurst for the Ravens. Then we have the Jags and Ito Smith for the Falcons. A relic for the Colts. A relic for the 49ers. This one is nice. This is a dual relic for the Bears, numbered to 25. Then we have a little Josh Rosen relic, another nice relic. This one to 10 for the Colts with Peyton Manning and Johnny Unitas. That's actually an excellent hit. A little Baker Mayfield relic. That one to 99. Kerryon Johnson relic for the Lions. For the Broncos, we have Courtland Sutton. We have Jaleel Scott for the Ravens. And a Sony Michel for the Patriots. So that is Elements Football, all locked and loaded, wrapped up, and ready to go for tonight, which will now bring us into Noir Basketball. I know a lot of people are anxiously awaiting to get into to tear into Noir, and I happen to be one of them. I'm pretty jazzed about getting in here, hoping we find a Charles Barkley, among other things. So if you did not see this earlier, if you weren't tuned in when I had this up a moment ago, I am projecting the things that we're opening tonight to ship out on Monday. If I can get them out to you faster than Monday, of course I absolutely will. But to be on the safe side, I'm projecting a Monday shipping date for this stuff, okay? And if you happen to get blanked in any of these breaks tonight, you won't in Chrome, but in any of the other three, if you happen to get blanked and you don't pull a single thing, not a base card, not one thing, whatever consolation cards you're due will ship out with the rest of the break. So that's how that's going to work. So this is 4 boxes of Noir Basketball. Joseph, no, I'm sorry. This is the order that we're going in. Did I not? I might not have mentioned that. I was talking about everything else. I might not have mentioned the order. So again, it was Elements Football that we just finished. It's Noir Basketball that we're starting. Immaculate Baseball will be behind that. And we finish up tonight with the Topps Chrome. So this is a 4-box case of 17-18 Noir Basketball. That is a full case. It's break number 1. Everything we opened today, released today on Wednesday, August the 1st. It ended tonight on eBay. Same thing. And, of course, we're breaking it tonight, August the 1st. It's a very busy release week. We are overrun with stuff this week. But it's all good stuff, and it's all fun stuff. And so, you know, we just got to settle in and make it work. Get it all. We're breaking more than normal in one night, but I didn't want to not break anything that was coming out today because, well, it's all pretty awesome. And I probably would have found a way to break the Leaf in the Game U Sports and the other stuff that came today, the Leaf Greatest Hits Basketball and all that, if my rep had remembered to tell me they were coming. But he didn't. So he did remember yesterday, but he told me they probably weren't coming till Friday. He didn't think they were going to show up as early as they did. So and let's see if we can get the lid off would be helpful. So Noir Basketball, we've got 7 hits per box in here. They can be on-card autographs or memorabilia hits. And, of course, everybody probably by now knows that this is Charles Barkley's triumphant return to the Panini autograph lineup. He hasn't been in here in, I don't even know how long. It's been a long time since Charles Barkley has signed autographs for any trading cards. So it's pretty cool that we have the possibility to pull him, and with all of his teams. From the best I could tell, he's got signature cards with each of his teams that he played for. So not just the one option, but multiple options. If I can get the lid off of this. All right, so we've almost got it all out of here and ready to go. Got a few more little seals to cut and break. They package it similarly to the way they package National Treasures, but not quite the same in that Noir is a regular cardboard box. Of course, National Treasures is the cigar box with the sort of lacquer coating, but they both have these heavy inner boxes that are all sealed up as well. So guys, it's the exact same order that I showed you a moment ago. So, of course, we've already done Elements, and then we're doing Noir Basketball right now, and then Immaculate Baseball will be following that, and following that will be Topps Chrome. So we always break in the order that it ends on eBay. So it's that same order that we were talking about a minute ago is how we're going to run through them tonight. So this is numbered to 79. This is our base card in here, of course. It is Kevin Durant and the Golden State Warriors. There is a little bit, you're going to probably see this throughout. There's a little bit of imperfection. You can see some chipping and some wear along those upper edges and corners, and that's probably we're going to find that throughout because of the fact that it's, a dark background is going to show up more. There's DeMar DeRozan to 79 for the Raptors. Oh, Jay Allen, yeah, you were talking about the cards are a very tight fit in the box. Yeah, they definitely are. There's no question about that. This is numbered to 99, and it is Charles Oakley for the Raptors. It is because of this big, thick framed card. That's the one that's tight in there. The other cards, which are on top, are fine to get out, but that framed card is the one that's a little bit of a tight squeeze in there. This is numbered to 99, and it is Jason Kidd. Of course, he's on here for 3 teams, the Suns, the Knicks, and the Mavericks. So that means we'll have to set that aside. If you own 2 of the 3 teams, you would take it outright. If no one owns 2 of the 3, we'll use random.org to distribute that. You have to own 51% or more to take it outright. Numbered to 99, it's Bam Adebayo and the Heat. We have a dual relic to 25. It's Wayne Selden and Josh Jackson. You can see again there's kind of an edge issue down there along the bottom. And that is Suns and Grizzlies. So that is another one that will be going off to random. Here is our first autograph hit out, and it's numbered to 99. This is Derek White. And, of course, that's everything on card. And this is the Spurs with a nice little 2-color relic up there in the corner as well. And our traditional kind of black and white noir photography that makes it such a fun product. One of many things that make it a fun product. Here's Allen Iverson to 99 for the Sixers. So you got the Sixers. It's always kind of fun to hit Iverson, right? I think, anyway. And a redemption. We're going to flip it. And here's our framed card. It is numbered to 25, and it's Larry Bird for the Celtics. Feature length. And once again, I'll kind of remind you the same thing that I said when we were opening Elements. A lot of times, those little frames have some weirdness going on with them. They get a little bit of a dent or a ding on the edge of them, or the finish will be kind of off or something like that. So I'm just giving you a heads up that those little frames are not always perfect. And that was a good idea, Jay Allen. It's easier just to rip the side out of the little box and go on. Makes it a little faster. So thank you for that suggestion as well. I appreciate that. Markelle Fultz and Lonzo Ball to 99. So, of course, we've got Sixers and Lakers, and we are going to be wearing out random.org, aren't we? Really, we will be, indeed, wearing it out. Here's Shaquille O'Neal with a triple relic. We've got the Magic, the Suns, and the Lakers. So we'll just keep on adding to our pile over there of things that we have to deal with after the fact. For the 76ers, numbered to 25, you have Eric Snow. For the Memphis Grizzlies, it's Dylan Brooks to 99 on card, of course, and a little relic. Nice rookie hit coming out for the Grizz. Well, Lakers, you just got your money's worth, didn't you? Here's a nice Kyle Kuzma with a 3-color patch and, of course, the on-card autograph. It's numbered to 99. You can see you've got a little bit of a whatever down here in the lower left corner, a little bit of chipping and things on that back edge, which, again, unfortunately, guys, is always been kind of common when you get these thicker cards from Panini, and especially when they have these dark backgrounds. It just shows up and no way to hide it. It's numbered to 25 for the Nuggets with Nikolai. Here's Embiid to 79 for the Sixers. A Kevin Durant base card to 79 for the Warriors. Numbered to 99, we have Sidney Moncrief for the Bucks. It's one you don't pull out very often. And I think that also, did that also have, just a minor little kind of thing on the back. Sterling Brown to 99 for the Milwaukee Bucks. All right, so we have 2 of our boxes down. This is going to be the third. We'll get out the ones that come out easily first, and then take Jay Allen's suggestion and rip the end off the box to slide the rest of them out. Make things go a little more smoothly. But it's only like the bottom few cards that are tight in there. It's kind of odd. I don't know what's going on with it. Kawhi Leonard to 79 for the Spurs. Gortat to 79 for the Wizards. A box office Derek Favors for the Jazz. That's numbered to 49 relic. Followed by another box office, and this one is to 49 as well. And it's Ed Davis for the Blazers. Dual relic coming up. It's numbered to 99. It's Dennis Smith Jr. and Frank Ntilikina. That is, of course, Mavericks and Knicks. Well, that will end up going as well to random, unless someone owns both the teams, of course. Here's Lonzo Ball to 99 for the Lakers with new wave jerseys. And the Lakers hit again to 99 with Eldon Campbell. Of course, they're pretty happy already hitting that Kyle Kuzma. Hakeem Olajuwon, here's a nice hit for the Rockets. And once again, you know, looking at a few of these corners and edges on the back in particular are just not quite as perfect as maybe we would prefer. There's another redemption. We're going to flip it upside down. We'll look at them all together at the end. De'Aaron Fox and the Kings, that's numbered to 25. Nice little framed De'Aaron Fox rookie for the Sacramento Kings. We've got one box left. We need to pull some fire out of here. We need a logo man or something, don't we? We need to pull something incredibly awesome out of here, I think. Let's just split all 4 corners of this one. Not that it necessarily makes any difference other than, I don't know. I don't really know why I split all 4. Could have done it with 2, but we did 4, so there you go. Celtics to 79. The Clippers and Sindarius Thornwell to 79. Here comes an Icons relic that is numbered to 99. It's Robert Parrish and the Celtics. Next out is a Jeff Teague relic to 49 for the T-Wolves. Luke Kennard's coming out for the Pistons to 99 with a relic. Following that, another Icons, this one to 10, and it's Paul Pierce and the Clippers. Nice dual, or 2-color relic, I should say, for the Clippers. And at a low number as well. So that's a pretty cool hit, actually. Another redemption. We have 3 now that we're going to be taking a look at. Clyde Drexler, that's cool, to 99 for the Trailblazers. So we've got a lot of veteran Hall of Famers turning up in here. I want one of them to be Charles Barkley, but it has not been so far. But here's a nice Reggie Miller spotlight signature for the Indiana Pacers. That's a very nice little Reggie Miller, numbered to what? 125. And of course, they just recently brought him back into the Panini fold as well. Maybe, I don't know, what, 4 or 5 months ago, something like that. So added Reggie Miller back, and then Charles Barkley added in. That is to 25 for the Celtics. So we've got a few things to do with random. We also have some redemptions that we're going to flip. And of course, after we flip and verify the redemptions, then we will start working our way through this little stack of things that has to go to random. And once again, if you joined us late, here's the way it's going tonight. We have finished Elements. We are finishing up Noir. When that gets wrapped up, we'll then be in Immaculate Baseball. And then after Immaculate Baseball, we will roll right into Topps Chrome. So that is Frank Ntilikina, and it is Autograph Prime Rookies Color. Does that say color? It says color, yeah. So we'll find out what that's going to be numbered to. Of course, he is a New York Knick. This one is Donovan Mitchell, autographed. Oh, I know what it means. It meant color, like as in not black and white. Sorry, that took me a minute. Autographed Prime Rookies, black and white, Donovan Mitchell. So the Jazz, you just had a nice hit, and I imagine probably a fairly low numbered one since it says Prime on it. And last but not least, it is Semi Ojeleye, autographed Prime Rookies in color. That is for the Celtics, who were probably desperately hoping that that was Jason Tatum as opposed to Semi Ojeleye, but that's what we got. So let's roll back over to the Panini website, and we'll take a look at what we've pulled here and get it all verified and ready to roll. Been a lot of redemptions in the last week or so. It seems like we've pulled a ton of redemptions out of everything. Must be that time of year when nobody wants to be available to sign anything, right? I assume. All right, so what did I say? We had 2 that were autographed Prime Rookies color, right? So let's go do that first. The Semi Ojeleye is card number 348. He will be numbered to 99 for the Celtics. Then next up is the Frank Ntilikina, and he is card number 358. And Frank will be numbered to 99 as well for the Knicks. Now we have to switch our card sets to go find the Donovan Mitchell because it is a Prime Rookie black and white. So let's get that switched over. Card number 353, Donovan Mitchell, also numbered to 99. So good to know. They're all to 99, whether they're black and white or color. See, I learned something. Anyway, I learned something. All right, let's get back over here. Front and center, we have got several different relics to kind of deal with here. And we're going to do this in a kind of a somewhat unique way. So first we'll check out and see if we've got, well, I guess it wouldn't matter on the 2 teams. If you owned them both, you're just going to end up with it anyway. So we have the Suns and the Grizzlies, the Sixers and the Lakers, and the Knicks and the Mavericks head-to-head on these. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to go to random.org. I'm going to bring you with me. I'm going to type in left and right. It's that simple. I will hit random 3 different times. The first 2 times are not going to count. It is only the third and final random that counts. So if it gives us left, then it's going to go to the player on the left side of each of those cards. If it gives us right, it'll go to the player that you see on the right side of each of those cards. And in this instance, we're not going to go look all of those up individually on our spreadsheet because, again, if you own both those teams, guess what? You're going to end up winning no matter how random says. And, of course, when we get to our, because, you know, you can't own 51% when there's only 2 teams. So that's why I don't think we need to go to our spreadsheet on that one. We will go to the spreadsheet when we get to our 3-team cards here in a moment. So remember, only the third time counts. So ignore this first time Ignore the second one. Here is our third and final. And there you see our 3 times, our date and time stamp. It comes up to the left side of the card. So let's take a look at what that means for everybody. Now these are end sleeves. I'm certain, I feel like, surely to goodness, everyone would know I would not write on a card. But just to illustrate the point, Frank Ntilikina comes up for the Knicks. Josh Jackson is on the left-hand side for the Suns, and Markelle Fultz is on the left-hand side for the 76ers. So that's how we're rolling tonight with those 3, which we don't need to. Well, did I show you the front side of that? I guess I should show you the front side too. So again, went to the Fultz, went to the Josh Jackson, went to the Ntilikina. So consider those recapped. We won't look at those again. Now we have our 3 team cards. So if anyone owns 2 of the 3 on one of these, they'll take the card outright because they would have 51% or more. If no one owns 2 of the 3, we'll go to random, and in this case, we would just do left, middle, right. So again, a pretty efficient way to do it, or the most efficient way I know to do it anyway, when we've got lots of cards to do this way. So we'll start out with this. Orlando Magic, that is Golf Pro 2612, the Phoenix Suns, Axel Sear, and the Lakers, Angel Millie 47. So we are, in fact, headed back to random. Let's get you and I both on the same page. Actually, you know what? Let's look at our other one on the spreadsheet first, too, and then we can just do them both left, right, middle at the same time. That might be the easiest thing to do. So Phoenix Suns, once again, is Axel Sear. The New York Knicks, where are my Knicks? That is Alex, we're just going to go with Alex Z. And then our Dallas Mavericks, NBA for you. So no one with 51% on either of those cards means yes, we are back here to random. And yeah, so it's going to be left, middle, right. Same as before, you're going to ignore the first 2 times. It's the third one that counts. All right, here goes the first one, and ignore it. Here goes the second one, ignore it. Here's our third and final, and there it is, 3 times. Date and time stamp goes to the team in the middle position. So on this card, it's going to be the Phoenix Suns. On this card, it's going to be the New York Knicks. Once again, that was on the sleeve, not the card. So the Shaquille O'Neal headed to the Suns. The Jason Kidd headed to the Knicks. So that is all of our multi-cards recapped and finished up. And then, of course, we have the Donovan Mitchell redemption for the Jazz to 99, the Ntilikina for the Knicks to 99, and Semi Ojeleye for the Celtics to 99. And we're just going to kind of buzz through these one more time. I'm not going to flip them over again and read all the numbers and all that, but we'll take one more look at everything. That is a very nice Kyle Kuzma. So if you have the Lakers, that's an excellent Kyle Kuzma hit for you to 99. And that's the nice thing about Noir. It has a very nice resale value if you are resale minded, and they tend to hold their value pretty well. So maybe not quite as good as pulling a National Treasures, but it's still pretty good to pull one out of Noir that looks like that. So that was a piece of the box. I couldn't figure out what that was, and then I remembered, oh yeah, I was tearing the boxes apart. Nice Reggie Miller as well for the Pacers. So not too shabby with Kuzma and the Donovan Mitchell and Reggie Miller and some of the other nice veteran signatures that we pulled out of here. So all in all, not bad. Not bad for our first case of Noir. We're headed into Immaculate Baseball right now, and I know the Ellerbrocks have been waiting patiently for Immaculate Baseballs, and we're about to reward your patience and start tearing into what you're here for. So So once again, if someone did not see this earlier, expecting this stuff to ship out on Monday, if I can get it to you faster than Monday, of course I will happily do so. But to be on the safe side, yes, projecting Monday. If you happen to get skunked in the break and you don't pull anything, not a base card, not a single thing, whatever consolation card or cards that you might be due will ship out with the rest of the break. That's all the 411 for this. 8 boxes of 2018 Immaculate Baseball. This is a full case break. It's break number 1. It also came out today, August the 1st. Ended on eBay tonight, and of course we're live streaming it tonight as well. Wednesday night the 1st, a big release day for us. I gotta get this big honking case of Immaculate out of here. Of course, Immaculate comes in the nice little tins and everything. They spend so much money on packaging on some of this high-end stuff. Kind of makes you wonder if they couldn't sell it for a little less if they didn't spend so much on it, but I do get the point. It's hard to justify the cost, I think, of some of the stuff if you don't have the high-end packaging to back it up. At least that's how they feel about it anyway. Greg says he hopes we find a 1 of 1. I hope you're right, Greg. I'd love to find a 1 of 1. So once again, we've got, there's going to be one little box of cards in every one of these tins, and then we'll have to cut the seals on all the little boxes and such too, but it's not as bad as it sounds. And if we don't have a lot of redemptions, it actually goes pretty quickly. But so, would Noir if we didn't have a bunch of redemptions and randoms to do. That's what always adds the extra time on stuff like this. Oh, Jay Allen, you said you saw an Immaculate break earlier that you didn't think had all that hottest stuff in it, huh? So, well, let's see if we can't flip the switch here and get things going in the right direction with this case. I know there's a lot of Ohtani in here. And speaking of Ohtani, if you did not know this already, the product Leaf in the Game used, which is kind of a multi-sport product, I just sort of set that down there without taking the box out. I was like, why is that so heavy? Yeah, I hadn't taken the little box out. That would be helpful. All of those cases of Leaf in the Game used have a guaranteed Shohei Ohtani autograph per case. I think it's actually an autographed relic guaranteed per case. So, yeah, I've got to figure out how to list that, though, because there's all kinds of stuff you can pull, of course, from different sports and different things. So I don't know if I'm going to do that as like a by last name. I do some multi-sport that way, like last name ending with A and etc. So I have to figure out the best way to list Leaf in the Game, and then we're going to have some fun with that. Donovan, you said your case of Immaculate that you saw had 3 1 of 1s. Well, that would be good. We like that plan. I mean, typically in Immaculate, you do pull a lot of low-numbered cards, and it's certainly pretty common to pull 1 of 1s out of here, out of any of the Immaculates, really. And the relics, the big selling point in here. There's usually cleats and gloves and all kinds of interesting relics that you won't find in some of the other products, which are typically just jersey swatches. You can get into all kinds of interesting relics in Immaculate. Yeah, I think you're right, Jay Allen. I think I am going to have to do it by last name because I can't really think of any other way to do it unless I just try to break it down by sport and then start. I just think that might get really complicated. I need to take a look at the at the checklist a little better and when I have more time, because again, I wasn't expecting it to come today, and it kind of just showed up here, so, you know. So I have to spend a little time with it, and then I'll figure out, I guess, the best way to do it from there. So here is our base card. It's to 99, Madison Bumgarner for the Giants. Our first hit out is number 215 for the Mets. Nameplate with Nido. Nice little multicolor relic on the front of that too. Yeah, so this is a gigantic relic, and it is also numbered to 10. And guess what? It's also Thomas Nido for the New York Mets. So the Mets with our first 2 hits. Now we have a Panini reward point. I hate getting those, especially in high-end products, but we got one, so we're going to set it aside. This is ridiculous, and it will be given out at the end of the break. Oh, okay, this is somebody different. I thought this was going to be him again, and I was about to just lose my mind. This is actually Evan Gattis to 99 for the Astros. So, yeah, all right. I was about to freak out there for a second. Next up is Walker Buehler to 99 for the Dodgers. That's a nice little hit for Walker Buehler. Donovan, you said there were 2 cleats. I don't know. Maybe you mean Devers cleats and a Wade Boggs shadow box. That's pretty awesome all the way around as well. Babe Ruth to 5. How about that? I mean, I know it's just the base card, but to 5 is still pretty cool for the Boston Red Sox. And Babe Ruth, I mean, come on, that's always fun. Richard Urena to 99 for the Toronto Blue Jays. A relic to 99 for Baby Vlad in Toronto. What is the deal with each of these boxes, the first 2 hits on the top being for the same team? They were both for the Mets out of the last box. Now they're both for the Blue Jays out of this box. But Baby Vlad is cool, but I wish it was autographed. Then we have numbered to 99 a Brian Anderson for the Miami Marlins. Relic and autograph. Ooh, that's a nice patch. That's to 49. Andrew Stevenson and the Nationals. That's a really cool patch. Man, I wish that had been Bryce Harper. And we don't find sticker autographs in Immaculate very often, but here's one. It is Clint Frazier to 99. I'm kind of a little bummed that there's a sticker in there, to be honest, but every once in a while one rears its ugly head in Immaculate, but the majority of these will be on card. I started to throw the lid, and then I'm like, maybe I should just better put the box back together. Not be throwing lids everywhere. Roberto Clemente to 99 Pirates. And a relic to 99 for the Indians with Francisco Mejia. Mejia? Is it Mejia or Mejia? It's probably neither one. You all know I don't pronounce them right most of the time. To 99, there's a big Aaron Judge relic for the Yankees. Finally, we open a box with 2 different teams on the top. Numbered to 99, Brian Anderson and the Marlins. Oh, look at that. That's cool. That's a sticker too. But that's Jim Rice, man. I love that. To 99 for the Red Sox. Very cool. Pulling the old school Jim Rice. I like that very much. And another sticker, Stephen Piscotty for the A's to 99. Our base card here is numbered to 99 for the Padres with Eric Hosmer. Trey Turner, he found himself in a little hot water over some old tweets along with many other players this week. That is numbered to 10, and it's part of the cleats. And, of course, it is a super, super thick relic. So, although I have top loaders that would most likely go in. What I don't have are sleeves, because they don't make sleeves that thick, which how stupid is that they make top loaders that thick, but they won't make sleeves that thick for them to go in. So my workaround is that for the time being, and then of course I'll make sure you get it nice and safe and sound. Joe Torre, that's cool too. Piece of the bat for the St. Louis Cardinals. And that, of course, is numbered to 5. I don't think I said that because I got all excited about the fact that it was Joe Torre. But it's numbered to 5, if I can, you know, focus there for a minute and tell you that part. Trevor Story to 49 for the Colorado Rockies. And then we have J.D. Davis for the Astros to 99. Nice 3-color patch up there with a seam. And, of course, your on-card autograph. Rhys Hoskins for the Phillies to 99. Rookie debut. And why they made that a sticker makes me sad, too. Why wasn't that on card? So, I guess we're going to find a few more stickers in here than I thought we were going to find. But nonetheless, that's still a nice hit. Nice Rhys Hoskins rookie autograph to 99. I'm sure if you have the Phillies, you're happy to have it either way. I agree with you, Jay Allen. I don't like Panini Rewards points being in products, and at various points in time, I've gone off on terrible rants about how I feel about it. And over time, I've learned to rein myself in, so I try not to go into the big spiel about how much I dislike them, but I wholeheartedly agree with you. I dislike them. Robinson Cano, this is numbered to 10 for the Mariners. To 99, it is Nick Williams for the Phillies. Got a little pinstripe in that at least. To 49, we have Big Poppy and the Red Sox. Red Sox have pulled some cool stuff tonight. Oh, I'm loving this patch. That's so cool. That is Zach Granite for the Minnesota Twins to 99, and I love the patch. I always like seeing the interesting patches. A little imperfection down there, particularly lower right, maybe a tiny bit lower left. Again, just mostly when it comes up against that dark background, you can see any of those little imperfections. Here is Austin Hayes to 99 for the Baltimore Orioles. Ooh, that's nice. If you happen to have the Yankees, how about Andahar to 99? Rookie debut. Making you happy. Mike, I don't know what the current case price of this is. I didn't check to see what it, you know, it usually changes price when you get to release day, but about $2,000, somewhere in that neighborhood, I think. So very similar in price to Noir that we opened earlier. And I mean, all the Immaculates are always pretty pricey. Their Immaculate is never cheap. This is numbered to 5, and it is Roger Maris for the Yankees. Nice big relic for Mazzara to 99 for the Texas Rangers. And what do we have here? Oh, look at that. For the Braves to 49. Tom Glavine. I never say that. I never say any of the names right. Who am I kidding? Gohara to 99. Rookie debut. There's some back-to-back Braves starting off that box. Ooh, is this who I... Oh, it's not who I thought it was, but it's still nice. Chance Sisco to 99. For the Baltimore Orioles. I saw the color scheme and I saw the catcher's mask, and I thought for a minute we might have Buster Posey. Oh, man. Cincinnati Reds. I love that. To 25. Barry Larkin. That is such an awesome hit. Relic and on-card autograph for Barry Larkin and my Cincinnati Reds. Maybe a little, you know, again, the corners with minor issues. That Barry Larkin is so cool. Eric Hosmer to 99, San Diego Padres. Numbered to 99 for the Rangers, we have Willie Calhoun. Here comes the wrong sleeve, apparently. Here comes Severino, numbered to 10, laundry tag for the Yankees. You definitely have, you can see all along this bottom edge, but particularly right in there, there's some chipping and imperfections. But you've got a little corner of the tag. They didn't give us the whole tag, but they gave us a little corner of it for the Yankees, numbered to 10. Apparently I have mixed up all my sleeves in that pack, because like every other one is the wrong size sleeve. Rookie debut for the Cleveland Indians to 27, Francisco Mejia. Still kind of can't believe they traded him away. I mean, I guess I can, but I wasn't really expecting that. Nicky Delmonico. There's a nice little hit for the White Sox to 49 on card and dual relic. Oh, this is going to make someone very happy, I think. Ozzie Smith, but as a Padre. How about that? And to 5, no less. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Ozzie Smith to 5 as a Padre. Ha! Padres just had a nice hit. But where's our Ohtani, right? I want to find Shohei in here. Where is Ohtani? Josh Donaldson to 99, Blue Jays. That is a nice looking relic to 15. Again, you can see a big time imperfection down there on that lower left corner. And that is Lucas Sims, who is actually Atlanta Braves, of course, on this card, and that's where it'll go. But he's been sent off to my Cincinnati Reds. Oh, I thought this might be a 1 of 1 when I saw what it was. It is a number 5 of 6, also for the Blue Jays, who are having a nice break. And this is Bo Bichette. Batting gloves, and of course there's the nameplate right off the batting glove. So that's a nice little hit for Bo Bichette and the Toronto Blue Jays, who have had some good action tonight already. Same as before, no sleeve thick enough to fit that, so we're using a team bag for now, and I will make sure I get it all nice and rigged up to ship to you safely. Jack Flaherty to 49 for St. Louis Cardinals. Oh, man. Fred Lynn. I love this, too. That's numbered to 15 for the Red Sox, and I love that. I really do. That is, of course, the gold ink on the black background inserted into the card, or as they would call it, entrapped. But that, Fred Lynn, okay, come on, man. That's awesome if you got the Boston Red Sox. Meanwhile, we have a redemption. Let's find out who that is. It is Ahmed Rosario and J.P. Crawford, and that means we're going to have to check out some stuff with random here because, of course, that's the Mets and the Phillies. Dual Autos Gold. So we need to see the Mets and the Phillies. I doubt that it's the same team owner, but you never know. Sometimes it could be. So let's go see if it is or not. The Mets, Josh, Mandy, Joey, and our Phillies, Chris 101977. So here we go. We're going to have to roll ourselves back over to random.org. You know what, though? Before we do that, let's go ahead and get it. Let's find out what it's going to be numbered to before we go to random while we're at it. Let me make sure. Did I get you on the right page with me? Yes. I would say it's going to be pretty low numbered, but let's just find out for sure. Immaculate. And, I'm knocking things over. What am I doing? Immaculate Dual Autos Gold is our card set. Card number 6. is Rosario and Crawford, and it's going to be numbered to 25. So I can at least put the to 25 part on there because we know where that is. Now it's going to come down to JP or Ahmed. Which one's going to take it home? Let me get myself on the right page here, and then I'm going to switch you back over to the same page with me. Maybe I am. Whoops, I had you on the right page and moved you. Dang on it. Now we're all good. And just because it is listed as Ahmed first, that's who I'm going to type in first. And JP will be second. And let me just, well, I probably should do this. Okay, and please remember that the first 2 times that I hit random don't count. It's the third and final random that's going to tell us where this redemption goes, okay? So ignore the first one, ignore the second one. Here's our third and final. There you'll see 3 times our date and time stamp. It goes to JP, Crawford, and the Phillies. The Phillies. So let me circle that on there. And we are ready to, oh, we're not quite ready to recap. I forgot about this. Yikes. We have this to give away, 250 Panini Rewards points. So I'll bring you with, we're going to head back to the spreadsheet for the purposes of copying all of our team names so we can just drop them in over here at random. Well, maybe I'm going to get them copied. There we go. Now, let's take you here and me there. We have 30 items in this list, of course, because there are 30 teams, so there's no need. Why did that not paste? Did I not copy it a while ago? Daggone it. How did that happen? Oh, cannot open the clipboard over there. It said, didn't I? Didn't see that, did I? All right. Now let's see if it will let me do it. Let's try again. There we go. Okay, so because we have 30 teams in here, which I'm going to scroll through and show you so you know they all got pasted, I'm not going to do random multiple times. I really only do it multiple times if we have a very small number of items in the list. So with a 30 team list, I'm going to hit randomize 1 single time. Whatever team is in the number 1 position gets the points card. It comes up as the Seattle Mariners. All right, now it is time for us to recap our break here. Oh, Jay Allen, you said this case was better than the cases you saw earlier today. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this case. I mean, we pulled some nice stuff out of here. I'm pretty pleased with it as a whole, so I'm glad you like it too. So. All right, we are recapping Immaculate. When we finish this recap, we will then be moving into Topps Chrome. For those of you who have been patiently waiting for Topps Chrome, thank you. Rewards points given to the Mariners using random.org. This Ahmed Rosario JP Crawford dual card was awarded to the JP Crawford Phillies bidding position using random.org. It will be numbered to 25. The handsome Fred Lynn to 15. I really like that for the Red Sox. And I love this. The batting glove numbered to 6 with the Franklin nameplate on it, of course. Bo Bichette and the Toronto Blue Jays is pretty awesome. It just is. That's one of the reasons I really like Immaculate, because we get cleats and gloves and stuff you don't otherwise get. The Ozzie Smith to 5, but for the Padres, is a nice twist and pretty cool. An unexpected twist there being for the Padres. Chance Sisco to 99. To 99 for the Rangers. 99 rookie debut Andahar for the Yankees is an excellent hit. Brian Anderson for the Marlins, who's kind of quietly been having a very good year himself. Nice Walker Buehler for the Dodgers. Evan Gattis and the Astros. That was numbered to 10 with Thomas Nido and the Mets. And this is also his, and that's numbered to 15. So the Mets hit back-to-back there to 10 and to 15, both with Nido. Flaherty to 49 for the Cardinals. We have the laundry tag to 10 for Severino and the Yankees. to 99 for the Rangers. There's Austin Hayes for the Orioles. That's a pretty awesome patch as well. Zach Granite and the Twins to 99. Joe Torre, which I love, that is to 5 for the St. Louis Cardinals. 99 Aaron Judge to 99 Francisco Mejia to 99 Baby Vlad for the Toronto Blue Jays. Telling you what, stock up on Baby Vlad if you haven't already. I mean, it's not like he's a, like hidden gem. Everybody knows about him, but he's going to be up sooner rather than later, and he's going to be good. Richard Urena for the Blue Jays. You should get him now while he's affordable. That's my thought process. And really Bo Bichette too. It's just Baby Vlad will come up first. Nicky Delmonico to 49 for the White Sox. Love this Barry Larkin to 25 for the Cincinnati Reds. The Reds, I don't really entirely know what you paid to get in the break because I didn't really pay attention to the prices tonight. I was busy. But whatever it was, that's your money's worth. And this is numbered to 49 with the Big Poppy relic. Have a nice little pinstripe there to 99 with Nick Williams. Rookie debut Rhys Hoskins to 99 Phillies. The J.D. Davis. This is a nice cleats hit with Trey Turner to 10 for the Nationals. One more little set to go here to complete our recap. Braves to 15. The Indians to 27. To 99, Gohara and the Braves. Glavine to 49 for the Braves. Trevor Story to 49 for the Rockies. Stephen Piscotty to 99 for the A's. This is pretty cool as well. Jim Rice for the Red Sox to 99. I also like that hit. I like a lot of the old school hits, though. That's just kind of me. I enjoy pulling that sort of stuff. Clint Frazier to 99 for the Yankees. Really nice looking piece of the patch there for Andrew Stevenson and the Nationals to 49. And then another Brian Anderson for the Marlins to 99. So that has Immaculate all wrapped up. And we're going to be next rolling into some Topps Chrome baseball. And Ja, you're asking me what the Bo Bichette batting glove card is worth. Gosh, I don't know on that. Especially with him being still a prospect, it's hard to say. Because what it's worth now versus what it might be worth when he gets called up if he's, incredibly good is hard to put a value on that. But it's low numbered enough and unique enough that I would certainly think it would have a decent resale value if it's something you're inclined to sell rather than keep. 6 boxes of 2018 Topps Chrome Baseball coming up next. This is a half case break. It is break number 1. Of course, it also came out today, the 1st of August, and ended tonight on eBay. Live streaming it tonight. You know the jazz by now. You know the drill. Team names are on the left. Your name in lights across from it there on the right-hand side. And this, of course, is the start of a new case. So what I will do is take all 12 boxes out. I will number each of those boxes on the end, and then we will use random.org to determine which 6 we open tonight. And of course, the remaining 6 we will open in the next break, which is in a couple of days. I think Friday night maybe is when I have the next one scheduled for Topps Chrome. And then the third break we do of Topps Chrome, which is on Sunday, will be a full case. We won't do a half case then. We'll do the whole 12 boxes at once in that third break. So just tonight, I knew with as much as we had to break, there's no way we could sit and do the whole case after doing all that other stuff. We'd be breaking till 1 a.m. or after. We're still going to be breaking a while, even with this. Although, there's 24 packs in each of these boxes, so there are a lot of packs to open. That's what takes the time. But there's only 4 cards per pack, so number of cards per pack is easy. It's just taking the time to get them out is what slows us down a little. All right, so there's everything numbered up 1 through 12. We are once again going to head over to random.org. What would we do without it? I don't know. It's very handy, I'll tell you that. Okay, there's our 1 through 12, and here we go. 3, 12, 8, 11, 6, and 1. So 1, 3, 6, 8, 11, 12. I got to remember that. 1, 3, 6, 8, 11, 12. All right. 3. There's 6 and 8, and 11 and 12. All right, there are our 6 boxes for tonight. Let me get our other 6 boxes put back in their case, and then we'll get started. All right, Topps Chrome time. Let me get out some different size sleeves on the table for this. And we're ready to rock. So we're looking for a couple of autographs per box in our Topps Chrome. And as I said, we've got 24 packs per box, and there are 4 cards per pack. So although not a lot of cards in each box, the time-consuming part is just getting them out of the pack. Of course, there's Shohei on the front. I wonder how many cases of the Leaf in the game used they made. It couldn't have been a ton, because, I mean, think about it. There's a guaranteed Shohei Ohtani autograph in every single case of that. So how many could there be? There couldn't be that many cases, I mean, if you've got a guaranteed autograph in each one. Of course, I'm kind of excited to see what other stuff we can find out of there, too. It looks to be a pretty cool product. And I've got to get the Leaf Best of Basketball, or Greatest Hits, I should say. Leaf Greatest Hits Basketball will be listed soon. And I think I'll probably list Leaf Greatest Hits Football and Leaf Greatest Hits Baseball at the same time. Of course, baseball is just the single box because somebody messed it up when I ordered it and they only gave me 1 box as opposed to the case. The other stuff is by the case. Greatest Hits Football and Basketball. If you've never done anything with Leaf Greatest Hits, it's pretty awesome. It's buyback cards, usually very high-end, often professionally graded, usually, not always graded, but often graded. If they're not graded, then they're at least encased. And so, you know, they're buybacks from Topps and Panini and the major companies. They're regular cards that Leaf bought on the secondary market and then either graded or had graded. They either bought them graded or they had them graded. Or they encased them themselves. But anyway, it's usually pretty high-end hits. And you're talking like a $600 box of cards on some of them. I think one of them is even a $700 box of cards, and you're talking 4 cards in it. So that gives you an idea of the kind of hits you can pull out of it. It can be pretty amazing stuff coming out of those. There's also usually a regular Leaf card in there, like something from a past Leaf release that they themselves have made and printed that'll be in there too. But of course, it's the buyback cards that we all get excited about. Yeah, Jay Allen knows. He says, yeah, all the Greatest Hits products I've seen are amazing. They are. They're produced in really limited numbers, and I mean, there's a reason that they're charging $600 and $700 a box for that stuff, because the cards that are in it are always pretty awesome. And I've had Greatest Hits Football down there for a couple of months, probably. This has been sitting there for I don't even know how many months. And Greatest Hits Basketball just came out today. And the reason I really hadn't listed them is I couldn't decide how I wanted to do them. That was part of the problem. If I wanted to do it as a random team break or how exactly I wanted to do it. Because otherwise, you know, sometimes it gets kind of dicey when you're talking about that sort of stuff to get $1,500 case or whatever it might be covered when you're doing it as a team break when there aren't that many cards. Sometimes it's hard to get the bid price covered. So that's been my hesitation. I hadn't decided how to list it. But anyway, look for those to show up before too long. So here we are with our first box of Topps Chrome, and right off the top, we've got our first hit. Oh, one of the breaks you watched had a Jordan rookie, Michael Jordan, I'm assuming, Michael Jordan rookie BGS graded. Nice. Nice, man. I mean, I'm telling you, it's some crazy good stuff you can pull out of all the Leaf Greatest Hits. Garrett Cooper is first out. That is for the Miami Marlins. So our first autograph of this box came out like, what, the second card we looked at or something. There's a refractor, Nick Williams for the Phillies. Rookie refractor there. An Alex Bregman Future Stars insert. I believe all of the Future Stars refract, if I'm remembering correctly. Jonathan Schoop, who was also recently traded for the Baltimore Orioles. And why am I forgetting what that pattern's called? You guys can see the pattern on that card, right? I can't think what it's called. Somebody help me out. I'm having a moment. And it's not the... what is that called? I forget the pattern. And then there, of course, is our 35th anniversary. That one is a Clint Frazier for the Yankees. And that was Ramirez. There's Castellanos for the Tigers. That one is numbered to 99. I have a very hard time remembering the pattern names for both Topps and Panini, and I really shouldn't for Topps because there's not that many of them for Topps, not like there are with Panini, but for some reason I can never retain them. There's a Devers 35th anniversary insert. Again, I think all of those are probably going to refract. There's Simmons for the Angels. Robinson Cano refractor. Superstar Sensations, Manny Machado. Kind of the Orioles, like, traded everybody. And they don't have anybody left. As I'm just kind of watching them go by, I'm like, yeah, Orioles traded everybody. But it happens sometimes. There's 35th anniversary Machado. Jacob Faria, Future Stars. Buster Posey with the pattern that I cannot remember the name of. Freshman Flash Dominic Smith. I was just making sure that Freshman Flash wasn't numbered because, hey, this is my first time getting into here tonight too. So I'm going right alongside you, figuring out exactly what we're looking for each time. Miguel Gomez is our second autograph from this box, and that is the San Francisco Giants. So we had the Giants and the Marlins come out of box number 1, along with, of course, our inserts and things. That was a Tyler Wade refractor that went by for the Yankees. Chris Bryant, 35th anniversary. Freshman Flash, Willie Calhoun. Whoops, that's going to be numbered. Wilson Contreras and the Cubs to 50. And there's a Walker Buehler. Wanted to make sure he wasn't numbered for the Dodgers. Elvis Andreas is a refractor for the Rangers. Somehow or another, a cricket has gotten in the house. I don't know if y'all have ever had a cricket in your house before. But man, that sucker never shuts up. He just got in here somehow tonight. It rained all day today. Rained starting last night, rained all day today, and whatever. And somehow or another, somewhere along the way, coming or going, That stupid cricket came in the door with one of us, and he will not shut up. He just chirps all the time, all the time. And I keep thinking, that crazy little cat monkey that I have, I think, well, he's going to find that cricket and end my problem. But somehow he is not interested in finding the cricket, of all things. Like, everything that cat gets into, the one thing I want him to do, which is find the cricket, yeah, he's not interested. He's like, eh. So, I don't know. He was my only hope. I've looked for it too, believe me. I've looked. I just can't find it. Crazy thing. So we have several cases of Topps Chrome to open overall, and this one and the next break are probably the only ones we'll do as a half case. The rest of them, I imagine, we'll do as full cases. That's kind of how I'm leaning at the moment, anyway. I tell you that just so you kind of know if you want to watch the quantities and things up in the title, obviously, and in the description. It always says half case or full case, and I'm sure you probably do watch that anyway, but when I switch them up like that, I generally try to call attention to it. So I'm kind of surprised at the trade the Pirates made. Was anybody else surprised by that? I mean, I was a little bit. I really did not think that they would get rid of Tyler Glasnow in particular. I'm surprised that they got rid of. But then Austin Meadows, I mean, how long did we wait for Austin Meadows to come up? What seemed like about 150 years? And then they trade Austin Meadows and for Chris Archer. I mean, come on. Not that Archer's not good. I mean, he's good. And then what? Blah, 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 blah. And wasn't there even a third player involved in that they said is to be named later? So isn't it like Austin Meadows? I think it was. And a third player. So Meadows, Tyler Glasnow, plus one for Chris Archer. I just don't know that that's a trade I would have made, but anyway. Oh, Jay Allen, do not tell me it is going to take me 2 weeks to find that cricket. Oh, no. He says it took him 2 weeks. I would think the thing would be like starved or dead or something by then, but apparently not. What do crickets eat? I mean, good grief. Oh, my goodness. I don't know how I'll ever find it. Because, of course, anytime you get anywhere near where you think it might be, it either moves or stops chirping, so you can't find the stupid thing. I was really counting on Monkey to get it, but he's not interested in looking for it, which bums me out. This is numbered to 25 for the Brewers with Eric Thames. Makes me so sad. Corey Seager refractor that you are telling me 2 weeks. That makes me so sad. Paul DeYoung, 35th anniversary for the Cardinals. There's Didi Gregorius for the Yankees. Jose Abreu refractor for the White Sox. Superstar Sensations, Noah Syndergaard. So there were some kind of interesting last-minute trade things that came down. Speaking of, there is Chris Archer for the Rays. And a Jake Lamb 35th anniversary. Morales for the Blue Jays refractor. But I thought that was really one of the more interesting ones. And then, of course, I'm kind of surprised that nobody wanted Matt Harvey either. I mean, I know it's just a rental. He's going to be a free agent, but still. Gary Sanchez, a Superstar Sensations. Yuli Gurriel refractor. So I wonder if the Reds just had an asking price that was higher than what someone wanted to pay, maybe? Autograph. And it is also for the Marlins. We had a Marlin earlier, and now we have Tayron Guerrero to go with it. So the Marlins already off to a good start in this break. course, I still think that Matt Harvey, they could still move him next month. Encarnacion refractor, I guess, in the Bryce Harper 35th anniversary. Mookie Betts, 35th. And here is Walker, numbered to 299 for the D-backs. But I really don't mind that the Reds kept him, honestly. I mean, it's not going to... He's pitching well enough that it's worth having him stick around. And maybe, if nobody truly is interested, then you would think his price will be a lot lower in free agency than it would have otherwise been. Nick Williams and the Phillies. Maybe the Reds afford to keep him. Bridwell for the Angels. Whit Merrifield refractor. Mookie Betts. I mean, I could see him being like a middle of the rotation kind of guy for the Reds for a while. I wouldn't have a problem with that. I mean, not the way he's playing now. If he reverts back to the way he was before he left New York, that'd be a little bit more of a problem. But if we can keep him kind of the way he is now, we'd be all right. So, Jay Allen, how did you finally find your cricket? Just out of curiosity. Did it just like hop out in front of you one day? Or were you able to employ some sort of strategy to actually find the thing? It's somewhere downstairs. That much I know. But beyond that, it's fairly open downstairs. So it can sound like it's in one part of the room and really it's probably in another part of the room. And I'm really just not even sure where it is at all. But I am really surprised that one of the cats hasn't at least sat and stared at it. Like, even if they're not going to take action against it, usually if there's something out of the ordinary around, they will find it. I mean, whether it's a fly or sometimes, you know, a mosquito or something will come in the back door when you open the door, or the front door, I guess. But for us, it's really more the back door because the screen door catches it on the front. But usually anything like that, the cats will go nuts and chase it and try to get it and find it, and they're fascinated by it. So why they're not interested in this cricket is beyond me. Ah, you say he made a mistake and chirped while you were walking by, and you found him crawling up a wall. Okay. And it was just the one, I assume. So it sounds like there's 100 of them, but I know it's realistically just one. But he could be anywhere in here, man. Gosh, I just hope he stays downstairs. If he comes upstairs, then I'm going to be ticked. He'll wake me up at night, chirping away. There's an Ohtani base card, I see. Anyway. Right there, at least, is an Ohtani base. If you happen to have the Angels. Travis Shaw and the Brewers. A Nick Flaherty refractor. Blackman for the A's. Wilson Contreras for the Cubbies. Future Stars Jordan Montgomery. Alcantara refractor for the Marlins. 35th anniversary Rhys Hoskins. Superstar sensation Aaron Judge. Kenley's going to be numbered for the Dodgers, and he is to 299. Oh, something wrong with this whole case of sleeves that I'm currently using. And not every pack is like this, but every X number of packs, they seem to split about every other sleeve. I know we have a redemption there. We're going to go back to it in a second. That is Clint Frazier and the Yankees refractor and Giancarlo Stanton 35th anniversary, so that I could pick it up. Oh no. Jay Allen says it could be a female looking for a spot to lay eggs. Oh my gosh. What are you doing to me, man? First you tell me it's going to take me 2 weeks to find it, and now you're saying it could be having babies. Oh no. No. Rookie autograph refractor parallel of Mike Soroka. Oh, that's our second autograph hit in here. Oh, you're making me so sad with that. Don't say that. 35th anniversary, Nick Williams. Michael Fulmer and the Tigers. Harrison Bader and the Cardinals. That is a Giancarlo Stanton refractor. I'm just thinking about what if that thing had babies. Oh my gosh. That was an Aaron Judge Future Stars. Keon Broxton Future Stars. But really, kind of, what does it take to be included on Future Stars? Because wouldn't you just kind of think Aaron Judge was maybe like already arrived as opposed to a Future Star? But I don't know. Paul DeYoung refractor. And a Vieira autograph for the White Sox. Oh, it's quiet now. Maybe it went to sleep. First time in a while it's been quiet down there. Adam Jones refractor for the Orioles. Paul Goldschmidt 35th anniversary. So yeah, Adam Jones apparently, that's a Devers freshman flash, apparently vetoed a potential trade to the Phillies. But never really said why. Basically said, you know what, it's none of your all's business why. Which is, it's true, you know. It is none of our business why, but yet now everybody wants to know even more because he won't say. So, like, come on, Adam Jones, what's up? Why wouldn't you go to the Phillies? Because the Orioles, well, first of all, were already having a pretty rough year, is the nice way to say it. And then they traded pretty much everybody. And then you would think Adam Jones would say, yeah, take me to the Phillies where I've got a chance to win. But nope, he didn't want to. He'd stay in Baltimore. Staying in Baltimore. Got a friend who's from Baltimore. So, of course, she's a Ravens fan. She and her whole family are Ravens fans. And being that they are division rivals for my Pittsburgh Steelers, they can make my life fairly difficult at times. Depending on how my Steelers are playing on any given day. And I'm afraid they may make life difficult for my Steelers more often now that they've got Lamar Jackson on board. Of course, he's not the starter at this point, but he will be, I imagine. As soon as they get out from under that crushing contract that belongs to Joe Flacco. Alex Wood and the Dodgers. Superstar sensation Chris Bryant. And we have a little Tyler Wade autograph for the New York Yankees. Well, that's kind of, the light doesn't do us any favors with these. The light hits the card and bounces off in a weird way and makes it kind of hard to see the signature sometimes. 35th anniversary Mookie Betts. Oh, yes, it's blissfully quiet down there right now for the first time in several hours. So either Mr. Cricket or Ms. Cricket has gone nighty-night, as Anderson for the White Sox, or Monkey, the ferocious bug-hunting kitty cat, found it. I don't know which. Something got in here about a week ago, I guess. It was small enough that I couldn't even see it. Some kind of little gnat or something. I mean, I eventually saw it, but I certainly hadn't seen it flying around or anything. But I see the little cat just like acting like it's lost its mind, and it's running around everywhere and contorting and jumping and ripping and running. And I thought, man, what is wrong with this cat? And then it got in what looked like a pounce mode, and then had something, you know, like under its foot. And I'm thinking, what is going on? Lifted its foot for a second, and this little bitty gnat flew out of it. Not flew out of his foot, flew out from under its foot. Yeah, it'd be pretty bad if it had gnats inside its foot, huh? But anyway, yeah, so I need the cricket to hop or do something that will catch his eye. Because he's kind of better than Orkin. If anything at all gets in, he's going to hunt it down normally. So, of course, we're going to be rolling it out all week long. We're going to be, probably for about the next 2 weeks, we're really going to be cranking through some stuff. Because, of course, Topps Chrome here, I still have some Allen Inventor left to break through as well. So those breaks will be getting worked in. We've got Elements Football. We've got Immaculate Baseball, Certified Football. We've got all kinds of stuff. All the Leaf stuff I mentioned. The Leaf in the game used and Leaf Greatest Hits. And yeah, we got a ton of stuff here, so we're going to be pretty busy for a while. J.P. Crawford and the Phillies. So most of our nights are going to be multi-product breaking, I'd say for a couple weeks anyway. And if I'm remembering correctly, I believe Donruss Football comes out next week too. Which really, I like Donruss Football, but what I do not like about it is the fact that Panini makes these ridiculous 20-box cases of it. And then, of course, you've got a bazillion cards in every box. You know, it's like, I don't even know how many cards per box. It's a lot. Scott Kingery, numbered to 150 for the Phillies. So there's no way you can do it as a full case break. There's really not even a reasonable way to do it as a half case break, unless you want to break for like 4 hours of one product. So yeah, which I don't really particularly want to do. So then I end up having to break it in weird quantities. You know, I don't know. I just hate when they do those massive cases. And it's always products with so many base cards. So that's a nice Andahar. So I'm kind of looking forward to it and kind of not. Because, yeah, of the reasons I just said. There's a black and white Ahmed Rosario for the Mets. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Leaf Greatest Hits, but I'm really looking forward to Leaf in the Game Used as well. I think that's going to be a really fun product. And it can be all kinds of different stuff, I think. It can be autographed memorabilia, different... I guess most of it is going to be autographed memorabilia, hence the name in the Game Used. But anyway, I'm looking forward to that because it's multi-sport. It looks like the checklist is pretty awesome. And, of course, you're not going to go wrong with a guaranteed Ohtani autograph in every single case. You know there's money there because they're guaranteeing it. And I've been having fun with the Leaf jerseys, too. They just came out, last week? Friday, maybe? And we've been breaking those by the half case, and I have a lot of fun doing that too, so. And we pulled some really nice stuff out of the first case. Terry Bradshaw was in there. Jim Kelly, Marcus Mariota, Todd Gurley, Fred Biletnikoff. Can't remember who else. Can't remember the others, but yes, I agree with you, Jay Allen. I like Leaf in general. I buy most of their stuff because I really like their products. Their cards are always very well done. And when you get into stuff like best of and greatest hits, they are really good hits normally. And their own cards that they produce, of course, I love the fact that they're all on-card autos. They're always packaged really nicely, and sleeves and top loaders coming right out of the box. They're generally pretty low-numbered parallels. And the checklists are good, so. Oh, and you know what else is coming out? But I think it's next Friday as opposed to next Wednesday. I think Leaf Flash Football comes out, and it's kind of a new twist for Leaf. They're not doing just the rookies in it. There are going to be Hall of Famers and things in it, like Terry Bradshaw, I believe, is one of the ones who is in it. But yeah, so they're going to have the normal, typical rookie stuff that we would expect to see, but with a twist. Our Hall of Famers joining the party. So Flash Football, I think is next Friday. You know, Leaf changes the dates on, release dates on stuff quite frequently, so I'm always trying to remember what the new date is, but I think that's correct. So we'll have a bunch of that to open too when it comes out. And we had some Super Break the Bar 1 of 1 for baseball, but my case came all smashed up. And so they told me to open it up and see if the boxes inside were damaged, and they were also all smashed up. So I have to send it back, and then they'll send me a new one. So whenever they get around to getting that done, I guess. There's a nice little Corey Seager black and white for the Dodgers. Probably the new one will show up either Saturday or Monday. Which I love, by the way, that UPS now delivers on Saturdays. That makes my life so much happier. I can't tell you how many times there'd be something that I needed, but by the time you order it on Thursday, it wouldn't show up till Monday. So it's very nice to have it ordered on Thursday and show up on Saturday. Because almost everybody, my distributors anyway, almost all of them ship UPS. Only one ships by FedEx, and you have to ask for them to. Giovanni Gallegos for the Yankees. I have to tell you, I don't even remember seeing that player's name before. So why don't I know that player? I don't know, but I do not. Not ringing a bell with me at all. Carlos Correa, 35th anniversary. Yeah, so you had heard about Leaf Flash too? Yeah, you know, I don't think they have the checklist up yet. You know, because you like Leaf products too. You know how they are with those checklists, that they don't always get them up ahead of time. Oh, there's a nice little Ohtani 35th anniversary anyway, and it refracts. All the 35th anniversary refract, though, but anyway. So I don't think that checklist is out yet for Leaf Flash, but of course they give you some of the signees in the marketing information. So J.P. Crawford, Freshman Flash for the Phillies, is our second autograph, and it is numbered to 5. So how about that, Phillies? J.P. Crawford to 5. Right? That's nice. So Freshman Flash, Rhys Hoskins, and then and a freshman flash, Alex Verdugo. Oh. Sorry about that, guys. Alex Bregman jumped right off the pile. Let me make sure that he didn't have any harm come to him. He looks to be, it's his base card, but still, he looks to be okay. So sorry about that. He went right off the pile. Fortunately, he did not have far to go, and he was on the mat, so it doesn't seem to have done him any harm, but of course, obviously, the goal is not to have that happen. Yeah, I will be interested to see, Jay Allen, when we get to Leaf Flash, what the percentage is of rookies versus Hall of Famers and stuff like that. And I imagine it'll vary by case, because that sort of thing almost always does vary by case. But I'm kind of interested to see how it plays out. Oh, you heard about it with Beckett? Okay. Yeah, they talked about it a little bit. I don't know if Beckett did, but just in general, there was some press about it when it very first was announced, which by now has been several months ago. And that's mainly where I remember reading about some of the examples they gave for the checklist. But of course, the only one I could remember is Terry Bradshaw. Guess why? Right, because he's a Steeler. And naturally, I remembered him, but I didn't remember some of the others that were on there. But I look for it to be another solid product for them. I mean, it would just be super unusual to have one of their products be not good, you know? I mean, their stuff's just always pretty good. I'm also going to do, at some point, a Leaf mixer. And just take all the Leaf products from this year and do a couple of boxes of each into one big multi-product mixer, because I think that'd be fun. But of course, then again, I have a lot of those mixer type things that I need to do, and yet I very seldom find the time to get them listed. So I need to make that happen somewhere along the way. What I really need is to clone myself. Let's see, is that numbered? I don't know why that one looked different to me, like I thought it was going to be numbered, but it isn't, so I guess it was just my imagination. For the Marlins, it's Brian Anderson, numbered to 499. Brian Anderson has been coming out a lot lately. He's been one of those, you know, sometimes it just seems like you pull certain players. You don't pull them for a while, and then you pull them a whole bunch right in a row. Brian Anderson has been right in a row a whole bunch. Oh, hang on. There's a piece of, well, that is not on the card itself. It is a piece of the card. You know how the edges kind of flake off little pieces on the chrome cards? That's what that little white speck is, Jackson Stephens. What I will need to do is, after the break, get a blower brush from I have a little camera blower brush, and I can blow that little piece of that card off there, but obviously I don't want to stick my finger on there, so that's what we will do after the break. I will go get my camera stuff out and blow that little speck off there. Not that you probably even necessarily care, but usually on the autograph cards I try to do that anyway. Tim Anderson to 99 for the White Sox. Joseph White, you said it's been a while since you've done a break, and you're quickly reminded why you stopped. Why did I'm confused by that. What is there that is there something you're unhappy about the way that it's going tonight? Is there something I can change up for you? Is the pace not working or something else that's making you feel unhappy at the moment? Ah, you're having bad luck. Who is your team in here, Joseph? See, we got to get your mojo working at the start of the break. That's what we needed to do. We needed to start vibing your team at the start of the break. Sometimes you had the Red Sox and the Rockies. And you know what? Normally, especially the Red Sox, Castellanos, normally you do find at least some numbered things for them. Victor Robles on that for the Nats. There's a Miami Marlin, Garrett Cooper to 50. And yeah, you're right. Those are teams that I would normally think. The Rockies seem to be kind of hit or miss. You'll either pull 10 Rockies or no Rockies in terms of autographs, I mean. They're very kind of spotty, it seems. But the Red Sox, well, I mean, normally we would pull at least something numbered. I guess I should never say normally, but I will say often we would. But keep in mind, this is just a half case, and normally we also would do a little more cards than this. But it's just because of the vast number of stuff, the vast amount of stuff that came out today, and the number of things we had to open tonight. You know, that's why I did it as a half case tonight. So maybe we can have a little better luck for you when we get around to the next one. Or, you know what? Maybe you'll have some luck with, well, I guess you weren't. Yeah, maybe try the full case next time. See if that helps. It might help some, right? Maybe. Okay, so we have a Jackson Stevens for the Cincinnati Reds, and I'm trying to get it so it doesn't have such a glare on it. And then we have Brian Anderson for the Marlins to 499. This is a handsome J.P. Crawford for the Phillies, numbered to 5. Gotta love that. They don't come out of chrome numbered to 5 all that often. And Giovanni, you know I'm just not going to say it right, so let's just stick with Giovanni. And then here's J.P. Crawford. Phillies ended up having multiple hits in here. Tyler Wade for the Yankees. Oh, we got to go to the checklist for that. Vieira for the White Sox. For the Marlins, it is Guerrero. For the Giants, Miguel Gomez. And for the Marlins is Garrett Cooper. And then the Mike Soroka will go to the checklist. You know what? Topps is not really going to tell us what it's numbered to because they kind of never do. But I do go to the checklist for everything. If the manufacturer checklist is available, you guys that haven't done a break with me before may not know this, but those of you who have do know this. I'm a stickler for it, so I will go to it if they have it, just so that it's documented and there and everybody can see it and everybody's on the same page. This is Rookie Autograph Refractor Parallel. All right, rookie autographs were right there. What if it's going to tell me Refractor Parallel? Maybe not. Probably not. I probably just have to go back up to where I was. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Topps. So yeah, it doesn't tell us anything about, obviously, what it's numbered to. So it doesn't really give us any information other than you can see that it's there. You can see that it's the Braves and etc. So, but that's the purpose of doing it, so that everyone can see that and we know what's what. So we don't know what it's numbered to, but I would assume 499 because our other refractor parallel in there, I believe, was $4.99, so that would be my assumption. So And oh, Joseph says the other part of the case probably has a one of one Ted Williams cut autograph, knowing my luck. Oh, Joseph, no, let's not think that way. We got to think positively that the next one you're in, you're going to hit the one of one cut signature or something, right? We got to turn your luck around, get your mojo back headed in the right direction. So we'll take one more look here. I imagine everybody's seen this by now, but if you haven't, expecting to ship on Monday. If I can get it to you faster, I will. Constellation cards don't apply to Chrome because there were enough cards that every team's going to have something headed their way. In the days ahead, we have an autographed New Era baseball hat tomorrow night, a full case of certified football. Friday night will be another case of Elements in the back half of this case of Chrome. Saturday finds us with a full-size autographed football helmet, a half case of Leaf autographed football jerseys, another case of Elements, and a Gold Rush autographed baseball jersey, and some autographed baseballs from Onyx. They're the Preferred Players National Edition, so it's a different checklist than we had before. And first one was a player break. This one is a team break. Break number 2 is a team break. Then break number 3 will be a player break again, so on and so forth. And then Immaculate Baseball as well. That's another case of that on Saturday night. On Sunday, note that we are starting at 9:45 instead of at 10. We'll open an autographed batting helmet, a half case of Gold Standard football, and a full 12-box case of Chrome. On Monday night, it's another... Wait a minute, what is that? Oh, that's a basketball jersey. Like, I didn't even recognize what was there, and it's my stuff. That's so awful. On Monday night, there's an autographed Hit Parade basketball jersey, and then another half case of Leaf autographed football jerseys, another case of the Onyx Preferred Players autographed baseballs National Edition checklist, a third case of Immaculate Baseball, and a fifth case of Certified Football. So probably somewhere in the Tuesday, Wednesday-ish range, we'll also throw in some Allen and Ginter because there's more of that hanging around. And yeah, from there, we're just going to have to work stuff in. Lots and lots of stuff dumped out right here in the last week or 10 days. And I guess that is it for me tonight. Thank you, everyone, for joining me and for participating in the break. I hope I will see you again on another break. And Joseph, we're going to try to have better luck for you next time. If I see you again, you got to jump in the chat right away and tell us who your team is, and we'll try to all collectively work our mojo for you. All right? Oh, Jay Allen, you had the Rangers in Chrome tonight, and you're going to try to get some more teams for tomorrow. Hey, I'm all about that, man. I like that plan. And hopefully I'll find the cricket between now and then, too. So that isn't having babies, Jay Allen. Yeah, you've got that in my head now. So, all right, guys, that and gals, that is it for me tonight. Thanks again. I appreciate you. I will see you tomorrow night. Bye now.